Hello, I'm Brad Cooper and welcome to another edition of Choice Cuts. Well, the BJD crisis sweeping Queensland will leave plenty of producers in limbo over Christmas and well into the new year, with definitive tests on the incursion spread unlikely to be known until March. A meeting was held in Brisbane on Wednesday between Deputy Premier Jeff Seeney, Agriculture Minister Johne McVeigh, senior biosecurity staff and a host of beef industry leaders and producers from around Australia to discuss how best to tackle the problem from here. I caught up with 4 of those guests to hear their views.
At this stage we don't know the extent of the disease in Queensland, and until such stage we do, our only option is we must eradicate, because we've got so many market implications on Queensland if we don't pursue the eradication path. We could end up losing our protected status, and that in itself will have a few implications, the main one being that we would have implications on probably our live export markets. Some of the other implications that occur would be we would have a domestic situation whereby it might restrict trade amongst producers.
We're supporting the continuation of the program at this stage, provided we can get meaningful compensation for affected producers along the lines of what's provided in WA. We want to return confidence to the market that they can buy Brahman bulls and with the knowledge that Johnes will not be an issue for them.
Well, no country in the world has shown you can eradicate a disease. The bacteria is found in 168 different species, particularly with birds, and you have not got a test that is reliable. If someone operated on you on the basis of this test as a doctor, they'd be deregistered, and you got no cure. The vaccine's a management tool, and they should have learned from the failed eradication of OJD in Victoria. The original people are forced to destock, been suicides and nervous breakdowns. It's a culture, it's a shock when someone knocks your door and says you're quarantined. And we had vets knocking on doors saying we're here to close you down, and you've got people that have spent a lifetime developing a line of sheep or cattle, and suddenly bang. And if they're under stress from drought or financial banks or whatever, then this can be a trigger for depression, and the real issue is the social implications on the people.
Given it's the season of peace and goodwill, I thought I'd better extend something of an olive branch to Queensland Agriculture Minister Johne McVeigh, who recently I accused of engaging with the World Wildlife Fund through the Sustainable Beef Roundtable of Australia. The reference to the roundtable was made in the state government's 2040 vision for agriculture, but it seems there's another roundtable kicking around. This is the one the Minister set up in August, called the Beef Industry Producers and Processors Roundtable, involving key beef industry leaders and stakeholders. There's a lesson here for the document's authors to use the full names of organisations they're working with to save on confusion. But I accept it's my blue, and I'll cop it sweet. So for the record, I unreservedly apologise to the Minister and all others on his roundtable for mistaking them for the other WWF infiltrated roundtable. I'm glad we cleared that up. And on that note, I wish all who read this column each week and view it at farmonline.com.au a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Choice Cuts will return in late January.